Okay, I'm in my game room looking for all of my Leonardos. Let's talk about the Ninja Turtle that started this whole stupid thing. I went up into my game room, I got all of them. Boom! He TD tosses. If it doesn't have 60 accessories, it's a fail for NECA. And I'm not willing to spend a lot of money. It just reminds me of I have the same feeling now that I had as a kid. Like I can feel, they're like, I think $1 million, 342,600. I love a bologna sandwich more than Star Wars. Arguably one of the best Leonardos this late in the run, and they're like, hey, look how many we've made, dude. Okay, I'm in my game room looking for all of my Leonardos. Okay, I am asked about this all the time. People want to know what Leos I have, the 5 or 6 or so that I'm missing of the 50 that I'm trying to collect from the original Ninja Turtles run, which is from 88 to 97. In my opinion, I know a lot of people will say it's really 94. So I'm going to include probably a couple that you don't want me to include, but this is my list. I basically, until, you know, that show ended in 97, all the toys they were putting out in that time period. So making my hardline the 2003 toys, 2004, I think the TMNT show came out in 2003, the second one. And the figures came out in 2004. Like, that's the new wave. Everything before that, there's 50, I think, I'm pretty sure. There may be like 51 or 49. But that 50 and their variants, if I can find them, are what I'm going after. So today, I went up into my game room. I got all of them. I could not find one of them, so I'm using a re-release in its place. It's in a box up there. I know I have it because I know I'm only missing one from that set, but we'll get to that when we get to that. But right now, I'm going to go through them. I was going to do it in order, but that was just going to take too much research, and then lining them up right. I fit them all in this box, except for the cardboard ones. They all fit in this roller skate box. So I'm going to go through them all right now. And this is not going to be a polished Toy Addicts video. This is me just going through and talking about my collection. So I hope you enjoy that. But yeah, all 50 except for the carded ones that I have down here and the giant ones. They do not fit in this box, but there's about 36 turtles in this. And speaking of the 2003 or 2004 Ninja Turtles line, you guys know that Super 7 just made that new wave, and I wanted to check it out. So I went online to look for it, and I found this great new website called gonewmeta.com that is a great place to buy toys. They've got Hasbro, McFarlane, Bandai, Jada, Mattel, NECA, Super 7. Obviously, that's the one I'm looking for with the Ninja Turtles. But then they've got the indie guys like Four Horsemen, Nacelle, Spiro, Boss Fight Studios. This site is incredible. You can do pre-orders. That's fantastic. They've got the new Street Fighter 2 figures coming up and some Fantastic Four Retro Marvel Legends. I absolutely love this site, and I myself purchased from it. So I just wanted you guys to know about it. It's called gonewmeta.com. Check it out. Tell me what you think in the comments. But let's get back to the collection. Okay, so let's open this box and get into them. Well, right here on top, obviously, is my favorite Ninja Turtle. This is Samurai Leo, so we'll start out with a pretty heavy hitter to me. This is, and I do know that it's silly that my favorite Ninja Turtle is the Samurai Leo, but he's just so cool looking. This is one of maybe 3. I think I have another loose one, but one of 2 really. This one's complete. I didn't bring all the accessories down. That's just, I'm not doing that, guys. But whatever. If you're gonna get mad at me because I didn't bring the accessories down for these guys, you're gonna get mad at me because I didn't. But Sewer Samurai, I've also got him. See, this is where it's gonna get complicated because I got so much down here that's not in the box. But I've got him on card, and I think this card's pretty good. It's almost unpunched. There's no, well, maybe a little fading, but not really. It hasn't gotten, it hasn't gotten that like moldy thing that happens to them yet. But I love this card so much. They did a whole run of these samurai cards for the samurai figures, and so there's Sewer Samurai on a couple of the other ones, and I'd love to get those too, just because I think the Sewer Samurai is such a cool figure. He is my favorite. Sorry to kind of spoil with the favorite like right off the gate, but it's in the top of the box. I got to go through this whole box of turtles. So, you know, there's Sewer Samurai. Obviously, we've got the original Leo. I have several versions of this guy. This is the hard head one, not from the initial run with soft heads, but if I look, I've got the soft head as well, and you can see his head is pretty good. They don't always last like that. Like my Raph is really hard to squeeze, but this one was made in China, 1988. This one made in China. Now, if you guys are like real collectors, you'll get the ones that are made in, I know Macau is one, and I think I have a turtle from Macau. I think Taiwan may be the other one, like Hong Kong maybe. I don't think Hong Kong's right on. Taiwan sounds familiar. You'll let me know in the comments, but these are both China made. This is the original, you know, this is the OG. So yeah, I've got several of those. I keep them like in vehicles on display and stuff. Next, the Make My Day Leo. These are so silly, but this one's really cool. I love the Make My Day gun. It reminds me of like the Joker and like the Bang gun. But yeah, Make My Day Leo. They didn't make any other. Oh look, I have headphones on this guy from the Donatello from the Mutant Mayhem line. That's funny. They didn't make any other cop turtles. He's kind of the only one. I kind of would be interested, and he looks like, you know, I think he should go on a bike. Maybe they made a bike for him. He looks like California Highway Patrol-esque. But yeah, I'd love to see more turtles as cops. That's a weird thing to say. Possibly political. Ooh, this guy. This one's a hard one. Surfer Leo. They made very small run of him. If you guys know, there is the Surfer Mike. That's the same thing. He's just got different bandana and sunglasses. But yeah, the tube for this guy and the accessories for this guy, if you can find them, they are not cheap. There's a Froggy Flips video where he did not pick up the tube, and you can see it in the video as he just passes right by it. He even texted me and said, "You're not gonna like this week's video because I failed you." And I watched, and I was like, "You did fail me." because I'm sure that guy would have given it to you for an awesome deal, and I would have paid you double and probably still like made out on like 20% of what it's actually worth. But for now, I've just got him. To me, that feels complete just because of what it is. Yeah. Here's a funky one. This is like one of the transforming, what do they go? Mutations turtles. He turns into a fire truck, I believe. It's very hard. I did not like Transformers as a kid because I could not do it. I remember when I got this guy on the road. I was filming something out of state, and I spent entirely too long in the hotel room that night putting him into like the fire truck, and I was like, I'm never doing that again. I hate Transformers. I hate them with a passion because they are too hard. Again, another one. This is like road work Leo. He turns into a dump truck. His shell becomes the dump part of the dump truck. Yeah, I don't even know where to begin with this bullshit. But yeah, it's a dump truck. That's exactly what a dump truck looks like. I dare you to tell me any differently, and I am the best at transforming things. But this is road work Leo. It's hard to remember the names. I can't even get it. Like, I just hate this. Just don't make it. Oh, bro, I'm the best. I am the best. Boom. It just stands. Here are these hold a special place in my heart. I remember these as a kid. You know, the second movie was my favorite movie. As a kid, the second movie is the best kids film. The first movie is just a really good movie that happens to be about Ninja Turtles, but the second is like one of the best kids movies ever made. And I loved it, and these came out with it, and I absolutely love the movie Turtle because it just reminds me of being I have the same feeling now that I had as a kid. Like I can feel that, I don't know. It just, this one's like crazy special to me for some reason. And I love the rubber. It just stands. Yeah, these are great. Tell me I'm wrong. You can't, because they're great. Let's talk about this guy. You've got TD tossing Leo. Boom! He TD tosses. What a great, like, give me some of that action, kung fu grip arm. Again, a football player. Like, people that collect toys don't like sports. I've found that out from doing this for the last couple of years. So why they did this, I don't know. I love it. I like sports. I collect toys. I'm an anomaly. This is great. The crazy thing about this guy, some of you guys know, he's part of the Euro Turtles that are so hard to find. They may have a Euro version of this guy, and the ball, which I just threw, that's green, and the helmet, and the kickstand for the kickstand for the ball. I think it's the kickstand for the ball, are all that like light blue that those Euro versions of them are. It's super hard to find, and when you do find them, they're like, I think $1 million, $342,608.32 the last time I saw it. But I don't see it. I am going to Germany next month for Toyplosion, and that is number one on my list. If they have that, I will buy it. And I will buy nothing else. Right here we have Deep Sea Leo. You guys remember when I bought this not too long ago. He's got this helmet, the clear thing. I don't know where it is. It's somewhere. It's somewhere in that room. It shouldn't be so easy to come off. It is. He's not complete. He has this awesome pink octopus that attaches back here and like sits like right here. I want that so badly. It's expensive, but it's cool. But, you know, for me, if I never get it, I still have Deep Sea Leo, and that's a checker on the old lister. That just fell, probably lost it. Ooh, pizza shooting tosser. What are these? Marble tosser ones. Got this guy. He's got no marble. But if you guys remember from a video, I picked this guy up from Second Chance Toys at Toylanta last year, maybe. They had all four. I ruined somebody's day by taking the best turtle out of it. But he has the marble. He has his sword. He is complete. I would like to take him out, but I might sell him. He is cool on that. They make another version that's not like metallic like this. It's like just green. Pixel Dan has them. They're awesome. They're really hard to find. Pixel Dan should not have them because he does not respect a marble shooter. And he should give it to me. Moving on. Oh, okay. Let's get into this because that'll clear both up. This is the Hockey Leonardo. Another sports from the sports line that toy collectors don't appreciate. But I do, because this guy has action and he can slap the puck that I have upstairs. But I have him on card as well. That's probably so glary. So this is him on card. What I love about these cards are on the back, you can cut out and have a hockey rink to play on. The football guy has a football field. The soccer guy has a soccer Raph is cool because he kicks. He's awful because he can't stand. And I can't stand that. But he's got a soccer field on that one. Obviously, this is a hockey football field. We just discussed that. But yeah, got him on card, unpunched, clean card. Like went with like the full on wide shot for the profile shot there. Interesting choice. Don't like it. We will have to maybe reset in a minute so I can push all this off. Because, again, we got so many in this box. Big hitter. This is Kickboxing Leo, I think. Really cool. They only made 4 of these. I think they made Mikey, and then they made Bebop and Rocksteady. They didn't make the other 2 turtles. He comes with like, it's like you stand it up, but it's broken in the middle, but you can kind of place it to where it's not, and then you kick it and it breaks. But these are like mobile rock'em sock'ems. So you know, rock them and sock them mobily. And they take punches, and when they see, that's why I want another one of these, because his head's supposed to stay down, and then when he gets kicked right there, his head goes up like a rock'em sock'em. And then I hate that the trigger is like that. I kind of want like one trigger here and then one trigger here, and that can, it's like, you know, right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot. That's just me. I'm sure that would be some crazy mechanism for, well, it's probably a cheap toy. So there's that guy. You guys saw me open this on camera years back, but this is Captain Kirk, Leonardo from the Star Trek line. I'm a big Star Trek fan. I love Star Trek a lot. I love it more than Star Wars in that I love a bologna sandwich more than Star Wars, and I hate bologna. Star Trek is incredible. The new series on Paramount, like all of them, are fantastic, and I wish they would make all of the figures from the Next Generation and all the Turtles, like this huge mashup in Next Generation, Star Trek, Next Generation, and Ninja Turtles would be a cool line. I think they should do it. Okay, that third movie, the Leo from the third Ninja Turtles movie, he's kind of a samurai, so that makes me kind of like it. I just feel like they kind of chinsed out with this one. And I don't know why I think that. I think the legs are hard to move, but that's because he's wearing this vest cape kind of thing. I wish the helmet came off. This comes off. This I find awesome. I love that this comes off. You can see he looks like the movie 3 Turtles. Man, you probably can't. I'm noticing right now this is ruining my shot here. But I love that this comes off. I wish, and I've never tried this until right now, and it just is not going to work. And that makes me so angry. But that would be so cool if you could put this on here. Yeah. Anyway, that is... they look much better with this on. If you have these, always keep this on. It makes them look so much more cool. Cooler? Menacing? Obviously, they've got this flashy ice cream cone. That was the time travel MacGuffin mechanism. Really cool. They should make like how they've made like the Ghostbusters stuff big, where you can actually wear like the proton pack and stuff. I think they should make this so you can like hold it up and do the whole thing, and they should make it to where you can time travel. Okay, this is possibly, yeah, this is the new from like 2 years ago. This guy is the original. This is let me put him over here. This is just the greatest toy. This is just pure toy engineering at its best. You have the original Leonardo. Same body, same everything. You have a different face sculpt. Much better face sculpt. This is definitely a better face sculpt. And then my biggest problem with toys is you give them all these accessories, especially Ninja Turtles. Ninja Turtles are the worst with accessories. Still, you buy like a NECA Ninja Turtle and it comes with, if it doesn't have 60 accessories, it's a fail for NECA. But there's no place for them all. And this solves that problem because it's a storage shell and you have a place for all of the turtles. So I love it because of that. Obviously, I have some upstairs, but the storage shell, like, that's just the greatest. Like, that's one of the reasons why I love the NECA Universal Monsters Leonardo as the Hunchback of Notre Dame Ninja Turtle, because the name is so short. No, it's because his shell opens up and you can hide all 60 NECA accessories in the shell. That's just genius. Like, this is, whoever was like, you know what? The shell could open up. That guy. Go back in time with the lantern and give him a raise. These are cool. These are cool. Mech Suit Ninja Turtles. Mech Suits are awesome. This one is complete. This one I've had for a while, and then I found it complete and had to buy it again. These are incredible. I think I'm gonna offload this one on eBay because it is not complete, but still worth a good deal of money. As is this one. More money because it's complete and comes with a little Ninja Turtle, which I think is so cool. They made in 2003, they made a mech suit that fits a normal size turtle. I wish they would make this to fit a normal size turtle because it's awesome and I want it to be like this big. These are super cool mech suit. I forget the name of them. Because I forget the name of them. Okay, keeping the dream alive, are we? Not in the box because I found it later. But in the box is Troll Leo. But they made these troll ones. They made so many of them that you have several variants of each. And I got a couple of them. And sometimes I see them out. Like I think there's red weapons and blue weapons. And I'm like, kind of want to get those too. And I don't because it's silly to buy troll turtles. And that is one of the ones that I need is the giant troll turtle. But he's a lot of money. And I'm not willing to spend a lot of money on a troll Ninja Turtle. Despite if it has its hair and it's this big and it's rare, guys, we don't need to spend dumb money on toys more than we already are. But yeah. I think that's the only... Ooh, the sticker is off on this one. I'm sure you guys saw that and you're like, ooh, don't pull it off and try something, but old Maddie did. Look at that. Perfect. That's looking sharp. Hair's looking good. Let's talk about the Ninja Turtle that started this whole stupid thing. And that is Lieutenant Leo. Just did a video on him. If you haven't watched that, go watch it. But the quick story is I had not thought about Ninja Turtles in a while other than, getting the random thing here and there because people know I like Ninja Turtles all my life. And so you'd get like some kind of weird knick-knack. And my friend Danny saw this at a thrift store in North Carolina and he held it in his hand, took a picture, sent it to me and said, "Did you have him as a kid?" And I said, "Nope, didn't know he existed." He said, "Do you want him? It's $5. I said, "Yep, now I know he exists." And he got it for me and I thought, man, I got like adult money now. I can be done with it and collect all the Leonardos because he was my favorite because he's the best Ninja Turtle. It'll cost me, there'd be like 10 of them. Maybe I'll be like out $100. And so I started researching and that's not the case. Because here we are. And then someone was like, "Hey, we have a vintage toy store in town." And I was like, "I absolutely don't know that. Where?" And they're like, "Here." And I said, "Okay." Sorry, that's part of my light. You see that? And I said, "Okay, I'll go check it out." I went with Danny. I was like, "There's like a vintage toy store. Let's go see if they have Ninja Turtles." But they probably don't because they're hard to find. Who knows what this store has? And we pulled up and I was like, Toy Federation. That's a weird name. He comes with variants. I think maybe 3 in total. But if you can see like lighter browns, that's the main variant. I think the dog tags get weird on one. I have not confirmed that yet. There might be only 2, but I've also got him. We can knock some more stuff out because, phone says 30 minutes, dude. 30 minutes. I hope you guys are enjoying this. Unpunched, on card, profile photo, large, like a profile photo should be. Yeah, he's the light brown one. So some of you guys are like, well, I guess you got to get the dark brown one on card. And you know what? I do not have to do that. But that is the Ninja Turtle that started it all. Let's keep going. Okay. I may have fibbed about them all fitting in the box because I've got him in the box. This is Caveman Leo or something. Not Ankle Leo. That's one I need. But this is Caveman Leo. And the reason why I say not all in the box because there's variants on this dude. He's got a gray Leo, or gray medallion, stone medallion. Everybody wore these. All the cavemen wore these necklaces. They didn't worry about developing clothes or anything, but they did worry about developing necklaces. I know this. This is what I majored in college that I didn't go to. And they would wear these necklaces, and sometimes they were different. Let me, yeah. The dinosaurs wouldn't fit in the box. And this is a black necklace. So if we can see how they have 2 different necklace eyes. Yeah, and then they ride on their dinosaur, as you do. This is my wife's favorite dinosaur. This is like her favorite figure in my collection. But the dinosaurs have a variant too. These don't have it, but I think I have it because I have him. In box. And as you can see in box right there is TMNT. That is not on either one of these right here, but it is right there. So I think I have that one complete. Don't know why I decided that I should complete that one, but I did. His sword fell in that. But the box is, oh, it's not sealed. It's not sealed. It's sealed on this side. So when I put it on eBay, I'll be like, sealed box. Yeah. Old Caveman Leo or whatever he's called. Dynamite. Guys, let's talk about this. Let's get this out of the way. Let's talk about how this is so cool. Oh no! Oh no! Okay. This is like head popping Leo or something, but you stick his head down, squeeze his legs, pops up. So cool. It's got these like binocular kind of things. Not even sure. This is like a slingshot maybe. And his belt's coming off. Dang it. I hate when their belts come off because then you have to put them back on. Yeah. And then you put it back on like that, and it's back on. And then you push his head down, and you pop it back up. And he's got a hat, too. That's upstairs, but it's like a sewer lid. And it sits there, and it shoots up when you pop up. And this is head poppin' Leo, I think. Not totally sure about that. The talking turtles or talkin' turtles. Hard to stand. Silly. They have a little strip. You pull the strip and it says something that's inaudible. Has always been inaudible because it's low tech. It's early 90s. It is 1991 tech. 1991 low tech. Low tech. And so they don't make any sense. But they talked. And I have it. And yeah. We have Toon, you know, the cartoon, Toon version, Toon Leo. He has these Toon swords that are kind of like the swords in the cartoon, and then he does the eye popping thing. Because he did that all the time in the cartoon. No, but that's cool. Not much to say about him. There's two different types of this one too. I think this might have been a glittery one because it faded, but some are like real shiny and glittery, and some are not. Those are the two variants on this guy. Unless I'm wrong, and you'll let me know. Getting down in the box, we've got this like somersault Leo, maybe? Let's see if he'll do it. Nope. Probably because of the sword. It's real hard. Oh, okay, yeah. And then, let's see. This is happening, guys. Yeah, doesn't happen. Where is it? Oh. Somersault Samurai Leo. Somersault Samurai Leo. They made two different boxes. Or one's like just in a big blister pack. And then the one's in the box. I sold mine that was in the blister pack. Or I gave it to somebody. Maybe Danny. But I like them in the box. The box is really cool. And it says what he's supposed to do. That he clearly doesn't do. If you guys know anything about the Ninja Turtles line. Oh! You know that they had like the kickboxing Mikey that was discontinued and recalled. And I have him upstairs too. He was hard to find. Oh, come on. He's supposed to, this is why this sword is here. It's supposed to, oh, come on. Oh, we're so close. The table doesn't have enough. Oh, we're so close. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. That's because it is 1993 low tech. Okay, let's get this one out of the way because I'm not sure how I feel about this. This is not really on the list, but kind of on the list because it is Leo. Because why wouldn't it be? It's the 5th anniversary Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Leonardo limited edition. This is number 11,410. It's quite a limited edition. This came out the 5th year of the Turtles, so like 93. They didn't make a Don or a Raph or a Mikey. They just made him to kind of represent all the Turtles because he kind of does represent all the Turtles. And yeah, is he on the list? I don't know. He's a Leo. It came out in the line. So yeah, he's on the list, but is it part of the list? I don't know. But it came out so it's part of the line. But is it on the list? I don't know. Let's talk about this guy. He broke. This is like Wacky Action Leonardo. And his legs broke. My light broke. So yeah, I'm not the happiest that happened. So I'm looking for him again because in his current state he won't stand. Surprisingly enough, this is Kooky Cowabunga Leo or something like that. From the mutant military line. Yeah. Lifeguard Leo. He squirts water out his mouth. There's a little hole in his mouth right there. And you fill this up with water and you squirt it. Lifeguard Leo. Real silly. That's what we're talking about with turtles. They're real silly. He's got sand on him because I actually took him to the beach for a little shoot in the sand still on it. That is Charleston sand. Charleston, South Carolina sand. When this goes on eBay, remember that. Charleston, South Carolina sand. It's not going on eBay. Unless you're going to pay me like a lot of money for it. Then I'll put it on eBay. So, Cyber Samurai Leonardo. And tell me something good. Oh, yeah. Boom. Boom. Shoots. Love it. Dang it. That goes in. Not all the way because this one's a little jankified. But it shoots too. But late in the run. Late in the run. What year? 94. Late in the run. Samurai. You know, the 90s was all about like the Power Rangers and a lot of stuff like this. This is like the whole Japanese invasion into America, which is the Ninja Turtles, really, but like really starting to get into like all the like cyber robot stuff. And this was they made, because you've got this guy, Super something, Samurai, Cyber, whatever. They made the anime show. And this is from that. Gosh, I wish I could remember his name. He's not complete. But I do have this guy from the same one. Super Turtles. Perfecto. Super Turtles. Yeah. He's kind of like a combination. He's like the Captain Planet Turtle. Because when you... Or the Power Rangers Turtle. Megazord? Is that it? You know, with all their ninjas combined, they become Super Turtle. But his head is Leo because this is like real late run. These came out 94, like all around the same time when they were doing the anime Turtles. Really cool. I love Japanese culture so much, and so I really like these. This one I bought in my sleep. I think I rolled over on my phone looking at eBay. Fell asleep looking at eBay. Rolled over my phone. Click buy now. Bought it in my sleep. So cool. Okay, this box is deep, but we're making our way through it, and yeah, we're like, what? Phone says we're 42 minutes in. Who's still here? Wacky Action, early in the line. Got action. Love that. You wind them up right here. Oh, that wind up sound. Like, it's universal, right? And then that's some wacky action. His sword broke. That's okay. I have the entire Wacky Action line. It's like Shredder, Bebop, Rocksteady, Leonardo, Raphael, Michelangelo, the fourth turtle. You got a Mauser, you got a Shredder. The whole Wacky Action line. Got them all. Love that line. Rocker Leo. Oh, this will be good because something else I couldn't fit in the box, but we'll get to it. Rocker Leo. He, you know, this is one of the other three because there's 4 turtles, obviously, and they have the bus, like the tour bus that they all stand on the tour bus because it opens like this. It's like this big. It's cool. I kind of want it, but you know, I'm not really gonna get it. But this is Rocker Leo from it. He's got the guitar swords. This is kind of like a it's got 2 strings. It's supposed to be a bass, but this is like kind of like the bass that Paul McCartney played in a way. And then this is like an electric guitar sword, whatever. Rocker Leo. But here's the thing. You guys might remember from that grand opening coverage that I got a new bike for the, oh man, I forgot his name too. Something Leo, obviously. I forget the name of this, but if you, like, I got this somewhere, and then I got this from Eternia Dreams, but, you know, it's beat up. It's missing a handlebar. Half of a handlebar, because the whole thing is a handlebar. It's missing a bar or a handle. And it's missing the guns, which I have for this. I got this at it's also missing, which I didn't know it had. It's missing. This is like a real junker one that Eternia Dreams has. But, you know, Toy Federation, they're Toy Federation. They just have the crazy stuff for some reason. But I found out it has, you know, that. I've got the accessories for it, and now he sits right on top of it, but he is the same. Wouldn't you say? Minor differences, but he is the same. That is called maximum use of a mold right there, bud. Probably not maximum use, just efficient use of a mold. Like, you save some money because you've already got to make the bike, so that's costing you money. But if you reuse this guy, then you save some money there, and you can still not charge as much. That is how business works. Hey, happy birthday, Leo. Quite possibly one of the dumbest Leos. But also kind of the best, because that's cool. Happy birthday, Leo. You know, when it's your birthday and you want Leo, you have happy birthday, Leo. This is what I'm talking about. This is from 97. This is like the next mutation Leo. Like the last Leo. It's rubbery like the mutant, like the movie one that I love. This one's just kind of weird. It's like very knockoff looking. Just real weird. I will say he's on the list because if you remember the anniversary pack of Leos you can get from Toys R Us, it's like this big. He's on that. If he's on that, he's in the whatever. But like while we're talking about him, it's probably best to pull up camo bandana. I think there's a couple of these. I'm gonna pick this up at Retro Toy Con from the Toy Federation booth. This is supposed to be like a camouflage cape. And then, because then you can put this down and then you lay him on top of this and he's like camouflage. It's kind of cool. But yeah, there's several of them. Several different camouflage capes. So, you know, I guess I got more of those to get. But this is camo bandana, turtle flage, because everything had to have like a turtle thing to it, like every single word. They couldn't have just been like camo bandana camouflage. It had to be camo bandana turtle flage. It's like everything. Huge card back. But yeah. Okay, we're getting the bottom of this box. And then we have carded ones and the giant ones to get to. This guy, Chief Leo, I have him twice. This is the one without the stuff. And I have him twice because, as I told you, this guy broke, and I thought it was this guy that broke when I was at a show, and I saw him and I was like, oh, I can replace, but it was this guy, which is like the cowboy, and this is the Native American. I don't know how to feel about that. I do feel a little racist about it, but moving on. By far, just one of the coolest things ever made, because just how cool is that? Pizza shooting Leo. Pizza tossing Leo. Love these. Love that they remade them, except for Don, because I think that mold got lost, maybe in a fire. And this I just found out recently. We'll go right here. This. And why? I don't know. You tell me. But yeah, you load up the pizzas in the back through that little slot. Like I mean, you could put pennies back there and maybe adjust the spring so you could really get some velocity and hit some people with some pennies. Nickels? I bet a nickel would fit back there. That'd get, oh yeah. Let's do that. That'll be the next video. This guy I will put together. He's falling apart back here, but he is so expensive that I kind of want to show you why he's so expensive, because when he's all together, he is really cool looking. This also goes with like these guys, all in that same time period of just trying to capitalize. This was like so big in the mid to late 90s. And this one is the coolest one. He comes with all these pieces. I think you can take all this metal off and like make like a dragon out of it. It's hard to do. It transforms. I don't mess with Transformers. But he took a while to get complete. But I got him complete. Forget the name of it. But love it. Love it, love it, love it. One of the best ones in the collection. One of the most craziest ones in the collection. Couldn't imagine getting this as a kid. Would be so cool to see that on a shelf as a kid. Would be so hard to keep it together. Keep it together. Okay, last one in the box. Guys, if you remember, I went to Ventura, where I used to live last year, and went to Daniel's Toy Empire and found this rare gem from 1996, Stretch Leonardo, like the Stretch Armstrongs, and then had to buy the swords online to complete him. And now he is complete, and he looks absolutely ridiculous, but it is cool. I never had a Stretch Armstrong as a kid. Friends did, and we immediately figured out how to break them. This guy, if he gets hot, if he gets a little warm, he will still do the stuff really, really well without breaking. They had all 4 of them at Daniel's Toy Empire. That store, if you are in Southern California, you got to go to Daniel's Toy Empire. They've got some crazy stuff there. And I found this there, and I was pretty excited about it. Guys, except for like Lieutenant Leo's gun, the helmet for the hockey, and then this sword that goes to the 1997 one that we just talked about. It's a double sword. So that's interesting. Box is empty. So let's get to the giant ones, and then we'll do some of the carded ones to end it out. To play us out. We'll do it live. Let's go with the mutation guy up first, because I just picked him up at Froggy Flip's show a couple of months back. He mutates into a turtle, transforms into a turtle. like a normal turtle, not a teenage turtle and not a ninja turtle, not a mutant turtle, just a turtle. Comes with one sword, same sword as the original. And he's cool, but the later they got into the series, because here's your movie 3. He's more expensive if he has his helmet and his sword. I have him like this. Kind of good enough for me, unless I find a really good deal. They are this size, and you're thinking, those are big turtles. They're not, because you have the original, who dwarfs them. This is like number 3 in the line. Like this is like the 3rd thing to come out. The big, massive version. You guys know about this. They remade them and they weren't as good. But, ooh, man, it's a long video, guys. This is the original giant turtle. Like 3rd in the list of 50. But they used to be this big. And then when they did the giant movie turtle, not the movie 3, same size. Maybe even a little. No, probably not taller. Then they went smaller and smaller. And I think the troll, it would be nice to know, I think the giant troll turtle is maybe this size too. These are my giant turtles. This one's pretty ridiculous. This is the Cowabunga Kraken turtle egg. When you open it up, you close the turtle egg, and then it hatches, and out pops a fully grown Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Not opening it up because it doesn't impress me. It was just $80 and on the list. Picked this up at Toy Vault in Lexington, Kentucky. Earlier this year. This is the Apollo 11 Leonardo from the Apollo 11 anniversary. Lunar Leonardo, the Moon Leaping Mutant Master. On card, pretty good card. Oh, almost a full body profile pick. We don't like that. And in black and white, kind of a cool look because it's Apollo 11. So it was a long time ago. So that's cool. And with this, really went for it. But kind of exclusive TMNT collector card, not available anywhere else. Oh, that's it. It's in black and white back here, but it's in color right here. And I kind of wish it was in black and white now that I've seen it in black and white. I was about to open it because I thought it was black and white, but I am not opening it now. And not because I want to keep it on card, just because it's going to be easier to transport. These, I had all 4 of them. This is Lickety Split Leonardo. It has an action. You can see up here his arms spring out. And you see on the back how it kind of works. I had all 4 of them on card because Leonardo's on all 4 cards. Thought that was cool for a while. And then I was like, I don't need it. I don't need all 4 of them. So I sold 3 of them. But yeah, they chinsed out pretty good for that file card. But you got to get a profile picture, so I'll give them that. But that's Lickety Split Leonardo. Just like Lickety Split, he's gone. I said that I had to use a re-release because I can't find this guy. He's somewhere up in that room. But life moves fast. So, yeah, this is Auto Mutations. Auto Mutations, that's what they were called. Night Ninja Leo, the Night Loving Leader. They remade just 2 of these, I think. Just Raph and Leo. These are really cool. There's a story on my Instagram or something where I've done it, but you squeeze their legs and like the whole mechanism comes up and over. I was just messing with it the other day. I have no idea where that turtle is. But yeah, this is the re-release of the original one. Obviously, that's how re-releases worked. But I can't find it, and I'm so sorry. But obviously not sorry enough to continue with the video. You guys know, if you watch the channel, I'm a huge Universal Monsters fan. So is Kim. So is everybody, because they've been making the movies for like 100 years. But Universal Monsters, like Universal Studios is just like that's the movie business. And Universal Monsters is like the start of like film. I love the Universal Monsters so much. This is Leo as the Wolfman. I say Wolfman Leo, and people are like, it's actually Leo as the Wolfman, and I actually want to rip their teeth out individually when they said that to me. So yeah, he if you turn off the lights, he glows in the dark. Because yeah, if you turned on the lights, he would not be in the dark, and therefore could not glow in the dark. But yeah, there's several different versions of this one. There's several different versions of the Star Trek one, much like the Troll one, and much like this, their weapons are like 8 different colors. So you could collect these from here to eternity. And I'm not going to do that. While we're staying on the Universal Monsters kick, this one came with like a movie ticket or something back there. New official Universal, or maybe this one did. But this one has a collector card. I kind of think, you tell me, who did the better Universal Monsters card back? Or which one is the better one? Playmates did them all, whatever. Which one has the better one? I'm kind of partial to this one because the turtles are bigger and it's got this cool Universal, you've got like the actual Universal Monsters themselves up here. But this is like definitely the better run of them. This is Creature from the Black Lagoon. Leonardo. Creature from the Black Lagoon Leonardo. Not Leonardo from the creature, whatever. You know what I'm trying to make a joke about. He has a collector card. I really love these card backs with like all these the cross sell on this with all these characters. I just think it's cool. It's just like you're late in the line. They give you arguably one of the best Leonardos this late in the run, and they're like, hey, look how many we've made, dude. That's a lot we've made, dude. But these are my Universal Monsters. These are special to me. I keep them on the card because the card backs are so cool because they say Universal Monsters. Oh, and this one was a gift. You guys, I made the Froggy video. 2 Froggy videos. If you count his shows, 5 Froggy videos. But the main Froggy video where I tour his room and talk to him, when I came out, he said, I got one last thing for you. And he gave me this. And I was like, you don't have to do that. And he's like, but I want to. And I said, what did I say? He's like, but I want to. And I said, oh yeah. I said, okay. Another samurai, the Shogun Leo. Did you guys watch the Shogun series on FX? It's based on a book. The book is hella long. Like Atlas Shrugged. Like what's the other movie that they would what's the really long? They made a movie about it. It's the end of the tour with Jason Segel and Mark Zuckerberg. Jesse, end of the tour movie. That movie is about David Lipsky. Nope. It's kind of about him too. The tour. Wallace. David Foster Wallace, who wrote Infinite Jest. longest book ever. And that includes like all the Bibles. But anyway, did you watch the FX Shogun series that's based on the Shogun book, which is also hella long and based on a miniseries from 1980? This is Shogun Leonardo. This is a birthday gift from my friend Bill last year, maybe the year before. There's 2 of these, and as you can see, this is kind of like an air specialized metal, special metallized gold, metallized, special metallized gold Shogun battle armor, but it's silver. There is a gold one, but I think this is second run, and they use the same card back. But he's silver. I need the gold one. It's more expensive. Full picture. Don't need the full picture on the profile shot because I have the figure. Honorable mention, don't have the rare black belt storage shell Leonardo. That is one of the rarest figures. But I do have a card back from it. And it's signed by Kevin Eastman. And he drew a little turtle right there. I got this signed by him while I met him at South Carolina Comic-Con a couple years back when I was filming the documentary. And there's footage of me getting this drawn and signed while I'm telling him about the documentary I'm doing on the toys. And he's like, that's cool. Can't wait to see it. And you know what? I feel the same way. Can't wait to see it. So yeah, this is... see, look at that. That is how you do a profile. That is cool looking. That is awesome. This cross sell is so cool because it's like, look how many of these we made, bud. So yeah, that is it, kind of. And I talked about this before, but late in the run, they did 3 turtles in the Jim Lee style. They did Mikey, they did Raph, and they did the 4th turtle. But they did not do Leonardo. But then Varner Studios said they had the mold. They just don't know why it never got made. And when I did the documentary, I went and filmed at Varner Studios, and I got to see the mold. And you will see that in the Varner Studios video that I have up. And then I wanted to buy it from him, and he was like, it's going to be a lot of money. And I kind of knew it was going to be a lot of money, but I don't think he knew that I knew that it was going to be a lot of money and how serious I was about it. So he just shut down any negotiations. And I'm like, I kind of felt like it was like his way of saying, I'm not selling it. And then I went to film at Chris Fawcett with his collection in Charlotte, like a couple months later. And he was like, yeah, he sold it to me. And I was like, what? And I was like, for how much? And he was like, oh, a lot. And I was like $5,000? He was like, yeah, somewhere around that price. And I was like, yeah, that's what I thought when I wanted to buy it. But then someone ripped it and made a version of it and did like a Kickstarter, and I bought it. So I have him. This technically doesn't exist, but does exist because it's from the mold. So is it on the list? It's on my list. So is your kiss. So yeah, I have Leonardo, the leader of the Jim Lee TMNT. And guys, that's it. That's like all 40. Who kept count? That's like 45, 46 of the 50, 49, 51 I'm collecting. If you like this video, I'll do a video on the 5 or 6 that I need. If you know what 5 or 6 of those are from context clues, leave them in the comments. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's way too long. I'll see you next time.